See how it works. I am going out back and I'm going to let the chickens out. We just have a coop that came from Tractor Supply and anything like that. So we got to let them out every morning. So that's what I'm doing. But it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. We've got a little bit of fog laying low in the pasture out here. But anyway, maybe I'll show you guys that here in just a second. But right now, let's let me turn this around. Yep, am I back? I don't know if I'm back. I guess I am. All right, so I'm back. So we painted this thing, and before we put it together, and whenever it's damp out, that door wants to stick. But anyway, so here's our ladies, and they are coming out for the day. So the red one is Mildred. The gray one is Pearl. And we are still unclear about what the names of the other two are really going to be, or maybe I'm just unclear. Kelly probably knows, but anyway, let's take a look real quick and see what sunrise looks like. So this is the view from our backyard. So a little bit of fog laying here. And if I was in the right spot, here's a windmill, there's a windmill, there is a pump jack, and just beyond there's another windmill. But anyway, it is a beautiful morning at Delighted Acres Farm. Just over here where these trees are, my uncle lives right there. This place right here, this is where I grew up. And so Kelly and I are here now, and we are settling in, trying to figure out life with being out in the country. Kelly's never lived like this. She's lived out of town, but not out in the country. And this is our first time having animals. So the chickens are our first. They are our gateway, I guess. People talk about chickens being the gateway. And so we are really kind of excited about having the chickens and what might come. We have the garden a little bit. It was so hot this summer that it was not, I don't know, we struggled trying, even wanting to get out into the garden just because it was so hot. And but I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to enjoy the chickens for a couple minutes. Every once in a while, I try to, you can't really see, but there's green in here. I try to pull up some grass out of the yard, mainly around the septic tank, because that's where it grows the best. And I'll pull up the grass and throw in there for them so that they have something to do. But as you can see, there are our chickens, and they have not eaten all night, but they are ready to have their feed. So we got these chicken feeder and a chicken water at Atwoods here in Oklahoma. Atwoods is kind of like Rural King or some other tractor, like, it's not like Tractor Supply, but anyway, it's just a farm and ranch place. So it is, like I said, we got the chicken coop at Tractor Supply. We are Really excited about it. There's going to be some modifications I'm going to make. The roost bar inside, there's 2 roost bars, but they're only like 2 inches off the ground. So I'm going to probably make a roost bar inside the coop. Let's see. Just add a roost bar that's up higher, because as it is, let me turn you around. So the roost bars are here and here, and that's not high enough. So I'm thinking about coming up here above the door and coming all the way across to here and making a new roost bar that is higher for them, so they feel more comfortable maybe. I think that's just one of the design flaws for me personally, that they don't have a roost bar that's up higher. So if yeah, I don't know. We also recently purchased solar lights, and the idea is to put it up here above the door so that it will put off some light at night. One of the problems is we're in the shade, and so in the shade of these trees we get the light would be here. Yeah, so the light's here. The sunshine doesn't shine right here all day long, and so whenever that light does come on, it just shines for a handful of hours at night. So that's something to think about. Maybe we'll move the coop out. Maybe when I get it up here, maybe it'll be better, because this just sits on the ground right now until we get it put up. So let's see. Oh, hey, Mike. This is my first time to go live, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I hope you're having a great morning. Right now, it's real nice here in Oklahoma. This chair is almost cool to the touch, but I'm guessing it's probably in the upper 60s, low 70s this morning. And our chickens are doing pretty good today. They are growing. They have started clucking a little bit. They're still chirping more than they're clucking, but I guess that's coming. Thanks, Mike. And so we have a lot to do today. We're probably going to get out. I don't know if I'm going to do something with the coop today, but Kelly might get out into the garden. But we've also got just a lot going on right now. We have a lot of, we just recently moved all of our stuff out of a house we've been renting for the last year, and just because our lease was up. And so now we got a house and a half full of stuff, and we need to rearrange some things. We need to we just need to settle in. We need to finish going through some things and really just kind of get settled. So once we get settled in the house, then we'll have more time to do a lot of other stuff. 72 and 90. See, I don't like the humidity. The humidity is not my friend. So God sent me to Jamaica as a missionary. I grew up in Oklahoma, and it was 100 degrees during the summer, and it was always hot. I never liked the summer, but I was okay because it was rarely that humid here in Oklahoma. But then I went to Jamaica as a missionary. Oh my gosh. So it would be 90 degrees, but the humidity would be near 100 some days, and it was sweltering. And it was miserable on some days, going out and being on a job site, building a house or doing whatever. I learned real quick how to find the shade. A lot of times there was not a breeze, and so you learn those things. But water, water, water. I learned to drink a lot of water while I was there. I never really cared to drink it, but ever since then, I really have liked water. I hate getting dehydrated. Here a couple months ago, I think I had a video I talked about it, but I got sick, and after I was sick, I went right back to work, and I had dehydrated myself, and I got really hot at work, and I really struggled. It took me about a week and a half to really rehydrate again. And so y'all, if you ever feel like you are starting to get dehydrated, push the water and electrolytes. That's right, humidity is no one's friend. I'm glad I don't have curly hair because, well, I keep it short anyway, but if I had curly hair, it'd probably be all frizzy. And I'm gonna have to figure out something with our chicken feeder because they're always getting on top of it and sometimes pooping down in the food, and they do the same thing with the water. Now they're both meant to hang, but I don't trust the stability and the sturdiness of really anywhere underneath that coop, because by all rights, even though it's kind of an expensive coop, they are cheaply made. They're not made to house like an entire flock, and the materials are not the highest of quality. So we really don't want to hang that heavy. Like this is a 3-gallon water and a 7-pound feeder. I think it's 7. I don't know, whatever it is, but we don't want to add that extra weight, so we just have it set on these paving stones. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. This is our first time doing chickens, and they do what they do. So our goal is to, at some point, come out from the coop, and I don't know if we're going to go that way or out here or what, but our goal is to build a bigger run that it totally encloses the coop. And whenever we do that, we may move the coop someplace else, but right now it's going to stay here. But that's our goal, ultimately, to have a huge area around it that's completely enclosed, covered and everything, so that they have a lot more space to come out and maybe browse. We don't really want to have them free range because, I mean, they're right under the trees. It's pasture all the way around us. Ooh, look at that. Nice looking sunrise coming up. So anyway, we've got owls, we have hawks. Here a few months ago, there was a bobcat that came through the backyard. We have 2 packs of coyotes that live within half a mile of us. And we've got raccoon. I don't know if we have raccoon. We have possum and we have skunk, and there have been badgers around from time to time. And so it just makes us nervous with these being our first chickens. We don't really necessarily want them to be out so that they can be taken, because if 1 out of 4 gets taken, it's 25%. But if we had 27 chickens and 1 got taken, we still wouldn't like it, but it would still leave us with quite a few chickens. So like I said, right now this is our first flock. This is our first time having them, and so we want to keep them as long as we can. And we're not even getting eggs until November, December. So we don't want to lose the chickens before we get the eggs. So anyway, also a couple of, like I said, I want to put a roost bar in, but I also need to get this hardware cloth. I'm going to put it along all the way around, and I'm going to have a couple of these paver stones, and I have some cinder blocks that I'm going to lay on it also after I attach it to these 2x4s. And That will help keep anything from being able to dig under. Hopefully any predators will be able to be deterred and not try to get to our chickens. But as long as we can get them in the coop every night and close the door, have the predator protection, I think we'll be good for a while. Let's see. I saw you just, I gotta figure this out because your comments disappear before I can read them. Like I said, this is my first time ever going live, so. Oh, there we go. Pafford Homestead. I'll definitely check that out. Built to run out of scrap. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have a whole lot of scrap of anything right now. I got a pallet the other day, and I want to get more. I want to go to like our Atwoods and other places and just ask them, do you ever do anything with your old pallets? I know they use a lot of them out in the parking lot and stuff to put product and stuff on, but I'm sure that if they have broken down ones that they're probably just throwing them away. So I'd give them a couple dollars a piece if I need to. Anyway, that's what I need to do. I need to just go some places and find out who's getting rid of pallets and if I can grab some. Break those apart and I can use all that lumber. Plus, we're going to be making a couple of compost piles at some point, and we kind of want to use pallets or some other lumber and just build those bins up so that we have a place to start it and a place to turn it over into. That's something else we haven't ever done is making compost. We have a tumbler that we've been using for the last almost a year, and I finally figured out that a little bit, but we want to do more so that by the time next spring comes around and we're ready to plant, that we're able to use our compost. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, y'all, I am going to go ahead and get off here. I got to go inside and get some breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry. We did go out to eat last night though. Yesterday was Kelly's birthday, and we went to a place in Guthrie, Oklahoma called, I never can remember the name of it. Stables. It's called Stables, and it used to be like a carriage house and a place where they used to keep horses and buggies and stuff. And so it's called Stables, and we went. They have a buffet. We got, there was barbecue chicken and ribs and sausages, fried potatoes, beans, and a nice salad bar. And so I will let her know that you said happy birthday. And so, it was really good. And so that's where we went. We celebrated, and then she wanted to go to the dollar store. So went to the dollar store. We didn't get anything, but we went. So happy birthday. Go to the dollar store. So anyway, Mike and I don't even know who else is on here, but thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll go live again at some point whenever I kind of figure this out a little more. But I'm going to get off here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And y'all have a great day. If I can figure out how to get out. I don't know how to get out. Oh, push the button. All right. Bye.